Good evening, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more Final Fantasy XIV. Early on, we got a little bit further into Pandemonium, completing Abyssos, the 5th circle, and now we're gonna hopefully be able to continue and get to the end of Abyssos itself. We'll see how far we actually get, as there's no guarantee we'll even get the cues to pop, but no harm in trying. So let's go for it. Just as before, though, while we're waiting to see if it'll pop, I'm gonna make a point of getting any crafting or any of the gathering materials for Minor and leveling it up a bit further so we can maybe progress with the story of that one. But this is primarily just for, I guess, I don't know how to phrase this. Primarily just to pass the time while we wait for the queue, so we're not just sat around. If it doesn't pop within the 30 minutes, I am just going to go ahead and try and continue with the main scenario and getting to the next dungeon for that. Oop. Looks like it's popping straight away. We didn't even really get to start on collecting resources. We barely got 11 Electrum, which I'm happy about. I would rather be continuing with Abyssos and doing its story. Do 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 do. So yeah. Oh, we're actually fighting her. Huh. I didn't expect her to be the next encounter. I thought she'd be the 3rd or 4th encounter. But nope. Oh shit. Oh, I do not like the look of this. Hegemony. Ooh, hello. I'm intrigued by the song in the background. This should be interesting. Okay. Okay, that was a pretty simple mechanic, I think. That one less so. Okay, I get it now. They really are leaning into the, you really need to pay attention to what's happening on screen aspect. Okay. The other people backed away. Okay, I see how it works now. So, keep attacking until the last second of it. Then turn away from her. So that we don't hurt our allies. Ah, I should have. Oh! Okay. Damn, I didn't see that until the last second. Damn it! It's fine, it's fine. Okay, doing alright. I don't know what the arrows mean. Ah, it means it's gonna rotate. Okay. Okay, because I was paying attention, I caught that one. Alright. Damn it. Damn it! Ugh. At the rate we're losing people, the healers might have to use the LB3 just to get everyone back. We'll see how that goes, though. Looks like they're reviving me next. Okay, I'm back. Somebody else has activated the LB3. I don't know who it is. I think that was the monks. We nearly won. Whew. We did win. Just those two? I thought La Brea would come along too. He's probably off to the side somewhere watching. Well, there we go. Didn't work against the previous one, but it worked against her. Shame it didn't work against the previous one. Would have been nice to be able to interrogate him. Learn more. Really? Come on. I mean, I'm gonna be going to trade all these things in later, but still. We've won. The keyword is sealed away and alive this time. La Brea can't deny us now. He's still probably going to. It's La Brea. We've still got 2 more parts of this one to go. Our plan was a success, though I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemony has been sealed away. Hegemony. Why am I having trouble saying that? It's weird. Ugh. Now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. You have the right of it. I'm not so petty as to deny the achievement of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Moreover, this being, ether as thin as retreating mist. I'm sorry. Why do you say that? My ether is an eighth of yours. Because, yeah, there were several calamities. To the best of my knowledge. So, what more do you want? Like, I'm half of your ether. 700 calamities plus Ardbert, so yeah. To wield creation magics and powerful enough as a Jew, Theos has made this ordeal far more interesting. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one among you whose very presence put the others at risk. It would be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond pandemonium. Of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can upraise his companions. That's something Sparks and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. My investigation has made anything clear, is that we are together, greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path, and to act before that path lies closed to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hephaestus in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandemonium will rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. There we have it. You must leave this place at once. You don't think to set foot in Pandemonium again. You are capable, that much is plain. Yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live. I shall not allow his talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a cycle. This is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant of the folly of Hephaestus' words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Erychithonius. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives? What was that foolish braying about saving them? Your performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... You will call me fool? You who murdered your wife in service of your ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt? Ugh, I can hear it again. That voice inside my head. I know who to follow. Hephaestus. Father. Mother, I love you so. This voice will guide me to you. Whoa, what's happening? No, listen not. Listen not to Erychithonius. Apologies. You taught me that calm heart stays the course, but can never even grasp the rudder. Ooh, are we gonna have to fight him again, but in a different form? This should be interesting. Hephaestus is cunning despite his warped mind. Whenever it took hold of Erychithonius, he made short work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was by a matter of time it still spilled forth. That was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic with such skill, woven with such skill that Erychithonius himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Hephaestus' power, then the other keywords had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperios. Doubtless Hephaestus' magic fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. there's something else besides. Do you not feel the presence of another? As I thought, someone was trying to warn Erichthonios, but whom? Could it have been one of the keyboards? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I already provoked Erichthonios past the point of no return. Bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I couldn't but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, given us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperios, Erichthonios is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell, but I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear, Lahabrea. Pray tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandemonium is called Tartaros. Your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyboard. Hephaestus has laid traps in every corner of its halls. We have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That, I expect, is where sparks shall shine. Sparks shall shine. Wow, my name is so appropriate with that. Makes a small pun. His dissolute ether shall allow him to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus had no effect. Doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware you can match a keyword in battle. You will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success. I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Erichthonios. If you know, it asks you to enlighten us. And then there's the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Erichthonios' feelings for his mother? Well, I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema. You act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? I do acknowledge it. We shall only spare those that feel its still greater pain. So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child. How dare you? No, you are right. The blame for Erichthonios' fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well, I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. The remaining keyword is Agdistis. She has served in Pandemonium since its inception. Affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Agdistis. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight, and phantom allies to aid you. As for the interment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. From here, I can sense Aegisthus' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with hegemony. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We can't but take comfort in what a mercy the underworld will be to her. Oh, God. Are we going to have to kill the next one? Is that what he's saying? God damn it. The 7th circle. Well. Better queue for it. And also check about... Hold on. Before we queue for that, I'm going to go to Razathan and see about trading in some of my resources. Because it looks like I have enough to buy something. I'm going to see what we have enough for. And buy something to replace whatever our worst item is. Okay. Let's take a look. Our worst item with this is... Right now it's that other ring. So ideally, I should get the Looter Envoy's Ring of Slaying. Because with that, boost our eye level a little bit. Not much, but just a little. Now that's totems. Over here, we can trade motives. Unsung Relics of Abyssos. Ooh, we actually do have a helmet. We'll get the Purgatory Helm of Maiming. Because we have enough for it. And we also, it looks like, have enough for the Purgatory Soriels of Maiming. And what was the jewelry pieces that we had low on? It's earrings and a necklace. I'm gonna swap out the earrings. No. I'm gonna swap out the other ring. Hold on. We actually have enough for 2 things. So I'll get the Purgatory Ring of Slaying. And also the Purgatory Necklace. Damn. If it weren't for the fact that I'm aiming for a specific look. There we go. Okay, we got 597 as our current thing. We just need to replace the chest plate. And we can boost it way higher. But it's unlikely I'm going to get enough for that. So we'll stick with what we've got. And go ahead and queue. It says less than 5 minutes, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. We're going back to Camp Bronze Lake. And switching back to Minor. So, yeah. We're doing well. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad that if we're not using King's Yield to get bonus, we do actually get more XP when we get double. Which is nice. Really means I should probably actually use Sharp Vision. 1 at the very least. Just really steer the odds in my favor. I think I'll go do the level 45 quest. If we... Really? Really? Yeah, I think I'll do the level 45 miners quest in the event that we don't get into Asphodelos before it hits the 30-minute mark. Not Asphodelos, we're at Abyssos now, the 7th circle. We're actually 2 bits of Abyssos away from finishing it. And it's possible when we finish it, we'll get to a point in which we won't be able to continue. Because the eye level will be significantly higher. I mean, we currently... Wait. Yeah. We have to be level 90 and have an eye level of 595. Our eye level right now is only at 588. If I could replace the chest plate with something significantly higher, that would probably do the trick. But it's unlikely I'm going to be able to do that. Oh, I should have gone for something else. Oh well, too late. Oh well. We'll go for the next one. Well, we'll soon have everything we need. Yeah, double makes up for the failed attempt. I do hope this one pops as well. I will actually keep the name of the video if we manage to get through all of Abyssos. Otherwise, I'm going to rename the episode to Staring into the Abyss. Mm-hmm. What level is this class anyways? Discipline of Land. 45. Thought so. I hate every time we pay nothing. Marble. The average wait time is currently way higher than what my wait time is. Now, I say way higher because anything more than 5 minutes to me waiting is abysmal. And the later into the night we get, the more and more likely it is that we're not going to be able to get into anything. Which, again, if we, for whatever reason, are unable to get into the next part of Abyssos, I will continue with the main story. Okay, we unlocked skill. Let's just find... additional things. There we go. And we got it. We now have enough marble. I'm just trying to think about what I should do now. Yeah, I should just go ahead and go back to Old Daw and turn things in. Because that's all of the resources. Wait, no. almost all the resources. We still have to get the other resources from the other half of Bronze Lake. Almost forgot about them. Once I get all the resources up to level 45, I'll go and do the mining quest. Another way to pass the time until Asphodelos pops. Or Abyssos, whatever. I don't know what... The seventh circle is where we're at. I should refer to the circle we're actually going for. Boo 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 boo. Raw turquoise. Nice. 69 again. Ba-da-ba-ba. Again, just gathering all these resources will get us to level. And that'll be nice. Yeah, I'd probably be doing all this mining off camera if it weren't for the fact that it really is a good way to pass the time while we're waiting for a queue to pop. Because the next part of the main scenario is a duty. A solo duty at that. So, with solo duties, you can't queue for them. Or you can't even be in a queue. So if we do end up having to do that in order to continue, it will be the very next thing we do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright, after this we should have enough raw turquoise. Yep, there it is. So one resource left. And the queue time is increased again. We may officially be into that time of night when it's just impossible to queue for things. We'll see how things go. We got into the first two parts. That was the important thing. Or, hold on, how many parts? We finished We finished Asphodelos. We've done 2 parts of Abyssal. So we've actually gotten through 3 parts of this entire thing. Well, it would be great if we can get into another part. If we don't, it's no big loss. This means we try another time. Maybe in the morning, before I head to work. But we'll have to see on that front. Okay, we're at 116. There it is. And we got in. Yay. That's 4 parts. We may get lucky and manage to do the last one too. See how it goes. This is a pretty place. Probably a few too many lanterns. Do you really need that many? Oh. Artificial platform. Holy shit! The fuck did he do to her? He's just like embedded her into a tree. I see what La Habrea meant, where death might be preferable. She has no semblance of what she once was, really. Oh God. Okay, easy enough so far. Split up. Okay, I was a bit too close there. Oh, why did I die? Okay. I'm actually not sure how I died there. Again, loving this song. I know I have it only faintly in the background there, but it's really pretty. Pretty would be the right term right here. Would be. I see. Oh. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Was there another line of those that I didn't notice? Must have been. Alright, so now I hope to get revived. Oh shit. What the fuck? I didn't see those. It was moving in a Y formation, which meant there were only 2 safe zones. Realistically. But I didn't see them until the last second. It's fine. It's my first time here. Again, it's not... it's understandable that I'm not gonna know what the fuck I'm doing. This is new content. New content is always gonna be tough for people. Sometimes they have to rebalance the new content. Let's see what we get with this one. Alright, it's the ones that do a circle AoE. But, damn it. I got paralyzed there, but not killed. Alright, what's he doing now? More pods. Oh, fit shit. Damn it. I noticed there wasn't somebody standing on that one, but too late. Oh, the fuck was that? I really have no idea what's going on here. Like, what was up with that attack that took me down? It seems to just be an insta-kill. Alright, what will they get now? circle AoEs, and a knockback. I know the healers don't have to revive me, but it would be nice to not stay down till the end of the battle. It would also be nice if somebody activated the LB3. If I get revived, I'll activate it. But it'd be good if they didn't leave us down. But it looks like I may end up staying down until the end of the battle. If failures, the healers don't have much magic left. Though seriously, there we go, the other Reaper is activating. So at the end, I was dead at the end, but we still cleared it, so that's the important thing. It's like how during the first time I ever faced Titan, I got knocked off the arena and had to watch the rest of the battle play out. We still won, but... I'll give it to the monk. I received a commendation even though I died, probably because I was one of the last people standing. It was my first time, in fairness. The moment Aegisthus was slain, the flow of ether and pandemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. This space was created with care, concealed with powerful wards. Only a key ward would have been able to protect it, even then with great difficulty. Ergo. Is that? If only I could restore Tartarus to order, but I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. It has been too long, Master La Habrea. Likewise, Keyboard Aegisthus. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestus' spells, even diminished as you were. It's not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's hearts, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus am I able to appear before you now. Your body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' command. Some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report. That was you. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There's something you must know. Our tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master Brea, but the story must be told. It is the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Richithonius. No longer can you hide your heart away. Hephaestus? No. The mask marks him as La Habrea. Master La Habrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions within Hephaestus. These are my recollections of the moments following. You truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Erychthonios? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. It would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Erychthonios believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. Okay, I really have to wonder. La Habrea, when he rebuilds, the form he has in all points after this has a significantly lighter skin tone. Did they choose to darken his skin tone for this? Or what is the story there? Like, I know Emmett Selk doesn't look the same as he originally did, because he got a new body. And the same with Elidibus. But their new bodies are at least somewhat similar to their old bodies. Like, I can see the resemblance between them. I can't with La Habrea. For some reason, his new bodies is completely different from his old one. Despite it makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which will inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Willing to accept your son's hatred? If that is what comes to pass, then so be it. Better be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul mere tools, to be used and discarded. Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me, or with him. Should he really hate me, he'll remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star far from his parents' shadow. Huh. Erychthonios loved his mother more than life itself, and yet, what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is La Habrea's nature. Every action, every word, a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to La Habrea to paint the rest for you. And for Chthonios, I hope. Thank you, Agdistus. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Hephaestus has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to service before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. It'll be interesting if he is indeed the final boss of this area. It'll be tough. And I need to run to the toilet, so I will be right back. Alright, let's continue. I guess this was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, and she unearthed the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquent than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She didn't offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I can't say with certainty that a rich Athonios could handle the weight of such betrayal, after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems that even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemitheoi. I don't know what his ultimate goal is, but this plane is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, you shall hear after we have returned to rich Athonios to safety, in accordance with Odysseus' last wish. Very well. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend pandemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge. The Black Heart of Tartaros, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. La Habrea would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Sparks' Phantom Warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartaros would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intent to seal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand he has become something far more wicked. The same magic that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. When my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I do not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Yeah, that's fair. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. Abyssos, the 8th circle. How are we doing? This is the last part of Abyssos. So, hopefully it goes as well as the other bits. How are we doing for the ore? We only have 29 electrum ore. Again, I know it says less than 5 minutes, but based on the previous ones, odds are it's not gonna be less than 5 minutes. Odds are that it's gonna be more than that. There again, you never know. There are a lot of people queuing for it who may be doing so for the first time. Huh. Okay. I'm not gonna complain. I want to get as far as I can into Abyssos. And I may keep the episode title the same if we do manage to get either to the end of Abyssos or close to the end of it. Oh. I do not like the look of that.
Ericthonios is mine, heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
That does not sound like La Habrea. There again, I think it's a different actor. Ooh. Perfect imperfection. Oh! La Habrea's version of this power is red. Oh, that is interesting. This is gonna be a fun fight, I think.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Part of me hates that the arenas are becoming more and more boring.
From fulgent flame my servants rise. Out of my sight! Leave naught but ash in your way.
Oh. He's summoning.
And sink sorrow into your heart.
Okay, I don't understand his powers yet, so I'm probably gonna make a lot of mistakes fighting him.
Fitting death.
Okay, so we see the dragon, we move to the sides.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Okay. He has mutated into horrible abomination. I mean, it already mutated to a horrible abomination. He just made it even worse.
Perish in flame's embrace.
Fourfold fire.
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Oh. Okay, I'm getting a better idea of...
I tire of this farce.
Why fire is his element? I don't know. I mean, now that I think about it, actually, no. Although it's a corrupted spelling of it, he is named after the god of the forge
Shall see my wish
and
fulfilled.
fire, so... Oh, he is just taking on powers from all of the...
You will know my rage.
Oh, shit. Okay, so first to the middle. Okay. They're doing a lot more like that, where you actually have to remember the, order they do the move in. Oh shit. Shit! I don't know what I was expecting, but... Sorry if I go quiet, I'm very heavily focused on the fight. Okay, bringing back that form. I think I had a fairly good idea on what he did with that form. Dealt with.
Perish in flames and rage. Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Okay.
Fulgent flame my servants rise. Out of my sight!
God, that's so much fun. Woo! We did it. We win. Huh, he reverted back to normal. Rather than just disappearing. Interesting. Well, we just completed Abyssos. And La Habrea has come to join us. Oh, please somebody let me have that wind up. Wah! I didn't get the wind up. We'll offer a commendation to you. I think most of this party was actually the party from the previous one. while I'm waiting for that to finish, I'm gonna go grab myself a drink. So I'm not gonna go into a be right back, but I will be right back. Right, what did I get? Did I get any of the items that I needed? Well, we got the Unsun Sword to begin with, but... looks like I have a lot of the Abyssos trousers to turn in. So at least there's that. I would have preferred the chest plates, but... what can you do? The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy, I confined you here. Now I break it, and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. I see. You will not go peacefully. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride, though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name of Festos shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition, and bring in Chthonios' dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruin. As for Richithonios, he knows not what his wish would beget, the truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? The lighting here really does make me better see the resemblance between my wish. You would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words, your pride, ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Richithonios, beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but it is plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service of that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst the entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet he is still my son, and I will not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You who are naught but the bitter dregs of Athena, and I, the very worst of us. Mother, she... No, then who... How do I... Come back to us. I hear you. I owe you and Themis an apology. Athena, did you ever... La Brea, I will have my say. Yes! Well done, Richithonios. Ow! His mind was mine! I can't explain. Sparks' word reached me through the haze. They rang loud and clear, as did the words of another, in a voice much like yours but resounding with truth. Ooh. Is he gonna be able to successfully bind someone for a change? How? When did you master these bonds? Oh. We've interred much worse. Smile! You worthless... You... Ooh, wow! Extra powerful chains. Ooh, combined him to a crystal. Ooh, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Appears my failures have borne fruit after all. Turn him into nothing more than a crystal. You did well, son. Aww. This is not the end of Labyrinth of Pandemonium, though. There always consists of 3 parts, at least, for these normal raids. With Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, you may safely return Erichthonius above. They would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. You quite understated his adeptness in the art of tournament. It's hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. It's not over. I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. Hey, Elidibus. I made my way here as soon as I could. No longer sense Hephaestus, the force assailing Pandemonium's barriers has ceased. Are you rid of him for good and all? I see. Despite his mild senses, Richithonius felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. I wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. Labrea, was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed. He was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away. A mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale. Of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. Yep, please do. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me? I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here. What drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of La Habrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated research was she, that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have never been bound. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations we were not meant to surpass, sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few had the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other. The result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic friendship grew into something much more. I take it I was born not soon after. Just so. I believe she bore true affection for me, and was blind to her hidden intentions. I believe she bore true affection. Pandemonium was built, and she requested to lead the researchers. I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. When you found out what she was doing, you killed her? I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left to get Agdiptus to keep watch from Tartarus' vestibule and to venture deeper, knowing what would wait me. As for what occurred next, it is best to see with your own eyes. Ooh, we get to see Athena. She wears a mask, though, which is unfortunate. Is that me? You are well aware that out of respect for our neighbors in Elidibus, the researchers of Pandemonium are not to be masked. Did you stand before me with your face covered? What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and get this forever. As well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Erychithonios. Else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time has come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you'll see that stopping was never an option. The feeling of is of one way little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware. But you did not deign to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great La Habrea, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and we shall know what is together. What? Possible. You bonded your souls? Aye. That the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become thee, memory and mind. And I thee. Oh. Wait, is so the La Habrea we know now is a fusion? Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains. When it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the self-same fervor. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. 'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was and live only as a La Habrea. Oh shit. Huh. Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories? You nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. I know that one. That name. Why do I recognize that name? One moment. Ig a Yorm. Is an Ascian overlord. Seen during the events of Realm Reborn. She does. Oh, that's the female Ascian we interacted with throughout Heaven's Word. Right. And Emet in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored. As well they should have. As you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision. Main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures, prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Hephaestus doubtlessly believed he was performing his duty as husband and father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desire. His goal was not to raise himself high, he thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need to control blinded us to other perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? Yeah, I think so. Yes, and now it's your turn to do the same. I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe the hiding of truth was best for me, even knowing how I felt about my mother? La Habrea and I know had a fatal flaw, after all. I'm still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me or not. The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. Aww. Aww. They bonded. Sort of. I've heard enough. There is more I would yet discuss. We should first return to Pandemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. Yep, let's return to the gates. I owe you an apology, Sparks. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would have never known La Habrea's story. My father's story. It was a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azem upon my return. I can't but wonder how much of this he foresaw. I'm afraid I can't allow that, Oedipus. As long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartarus, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments, and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence. This mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, will be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company, Azem, was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not have themselves known even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time. A resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure and we shall share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon your journey. Or if you are so inclined, take a much needed repose. This talk of journey smacks of Azem. As well it should. He has pledged to keep moving until he has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to La Habrea. You may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Well, it's back to Aporia now. I don't think I'll be able to make any further progress in the story of that one, because at this point we are eye level 597. Well, if it isn't Sparks, excuse me if I am not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. So communication with the airship Professor Claudine commissioned for his search was lost some time ago, and now we have quite lost track of where he might be. And to make matters worse, the Majiji has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I'm just on my way to the Aethoscope. In fact, please, you must come with me. That's Pandemonium. The fuck is Pandemonium doing here? Wait, what is that? Is it real? Why is that? Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Hello, Fortunal. And you too. Professor Claudine's assistants, I take it. As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. Thank you to furnish me with an explanation. Yeah. The fuck is this? Why is this here? Pandemonium does not belong in the ethereal sea. While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. Professor's last mention indicated he was on his way to Azizla, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination. A rash endeavor, even for Claudin, but he has ever followed the thrill of discovery to cloud. Allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, Pandemonium, was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two, submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Very good. Now, if you excuse me, I must apprise the forum of what has occurred here. Yeah, please go do that. Just when we need him the most, Professor Claude remains unaccounted for. He had brought the crystal with him. He had left with scarce few straws to grasp it. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party or phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spires justice. I only wonder, the facility itself traversed the ages. Did the creations within do the same? What are the key words? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortunal asked and write that report. As for you, Sparks, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Yep. Almost certainly. Okay. Well. Let's see. Okay, what can we change now? Probably just the earrings. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the trousers as they are. The same with the earrings. So I actually kind of like that. It's on both ears as well. Which, not a fan of, but oh well. You. I shall do as Master Fortunal commanded and compile our research before sending it before the forum. Paperwork of all manner has been my forte since before I was even a student. Sparks, may I have a moment? If you would be so inclined, I would very much like to hear the story of your battles in Abyssos and Tartaros. While I have no difficulty producing reports for the forum with a general summation of events, I could use some help with the finer details. For the record, you know? For the record, you say. Come now. Be honest and admit it to sate your own curiosity. I have seen the tomes you have left scattered about the laboratory. Bestiaries of creatures both real and imagined. I will not. and I dare say should not, deny an intellectual stake in the matter. But surely Sparks will understand that a thorough recounting will help Professor Cloyne's research as well. Now then, whenever you're ready. Yeah, I don't see how sharing this information will hurt. Fascinating. As you say, the savage creations you encountered in Abyssos bear more than a few similarities to the carbuncle. Could it be that the arcane entities we know now had their origins in ancient times? Just as curious was your story of the key ward who was melded with a tree of legend. Where the limits of the Hemetios creation process lie, I wonder. How do such creatures even survive once melded? As expected, you cannot help yourself from asking ever more questions. What purpose would such knowledge serve? Oh, Wusan, one day you too shall develop the keen instincts of a researcher. Then you'll understand that it is impossible not to wonder, once the spark of imagination has been struck. Sparks' stories have already set several theories stirring in my mind, feel even more bubbling just under the surface. Take Hephaestus, for example. It would not be a great leap to assume that he studied at length the regenerative and death-defying properties of the phoenix. That is just the tip of the proverbial berg. You are free to exercise your imagination all you like, but may I remind you, these reports are meant to be submitted to Master Fortunal himself. I implore you to exercise restraint. Sir Cloyden would have encouraged me, you know. He thrives on theories and imagination. We understand your point, Rosinante. If I were to submit such reports to Master Fortunal, I would soon there have to be forced to write a formal apology. Fortunal is more open to wild theories than you think. That very well may be. An academic is not chief the station he has without curiosity as deep as the ethereal sea itself. Now, I should set ink to paper and let the wonder of theory guide my hand. Within reason, of course. Yeah, I cannot help but dream even larger. There are no bounds to what the mind can imagine. If there are, let us both strive to find them, Sparks. Yeah, let's. We've unlocked Savage now. Eater of Souls. Sparks, I have a feeling you would arrive soon. Urgent tidings always seem to carry you on in their wake, after all. Master Fortunal recently sent word regarding his investigation. It seems he's uncovered information regarding Professor Cloyden's whereabouts. The sudden appearance of pandemonium in the ethereal sea. It would do well to meet with him at once. With no objections, I ask you to proceed to the Aidoscope forthwith. I shall make the necessary arrangements and join you shortly. I know I could have taken the lift, but this is more fun. I still say they should let us fly inside this place, but whatever. Seriously, why can't we fly in here again? I feel like there should be ether currents running into this building. It's weird that there aren't any. Wow. It's so cool being able to come back here. There's a teleporter in the middle there. I thank you for answering my summons with haste. Let's forego formalities and jump straight to the heart of the matter. Yep. Namely, the whereabouts of Professor Cloyd, who has not been seen since his ill-advised journey to Azizla. The subsequent expedition discovered an airship in the vicinity of the etherochemical research facility. Although the vessel clearly belonged to the Professor, he was nowhere to be found. There were signs that someone, perhaps the man himself, had forced their way into the facility, so this trail was duly followed. However, the trail led nowhere, in the most literal sense. Walls of an entire sector of the facility had been wrested from existence. That is curious. Further investigation confirmed the expedition party's suspicion. Nigh on an entire sector of Azizla has been teleported elsewhere. Teleported? To where? We believe that its destination was none other than the Ethereal Sea. Here, where its Allegan facilities reconstituted as the halls of Pandemonium, to great success, as you can see. Oh. So that means First Cloyden is in there? In that monstrous fortress? That is our leading theory. We are certain enough, at least, to risk sending you into its depths in search of a missing man. Before we do, there's another pressing matter. While Pandemonium may appear firmly sealed, an unknown entity was recently spied crawling forth from its gates. We observed its behavior with the aidoscope. To our horror, witnessed gorging upon the surrounding ether like a ravenous beast. It must be stopped. The ethereal sea harbors the souls of the departed. It is a wellspring from which all creatures are born. If its flow were disturbed, life itself might cease to be. Precisely. Its safety must be our first priority. Rid us of this menace, Sparks. Then we will be at liberty to investigate what wicked machinations are afoot. This memory crystal was recovered from Cloyden's airship. Take it with you. May it provide some insight into the enigma of Pandemonium. Without Themis, there will be no army of phantom warriors. I realize you are more than capable in combat. Are you certain you'll be alright? Themis isn't the only one who can summon our illusionary allies. He isn't? Why, of course. Should know someone of your talents would master even the ancient's arcane arts. Apologies for my failure of imagination. Once we are freed of the looming specter of Pandemonium, you must promise to share your knowledge. For the sake of thorough reports, of course. In the meanwhile, I shall focus my efforts on providing you with what information and support I can. I shall gather researchers from the confluence to construct the means to convey you to your destination. The rest is in your hands. The ninth circle. Well, here we go. I'm gonna check and see if we can even do it. Thought not. 6:15 is what we need to do that one. But we can now queue for Fjorisen, which is the next part of the gods part thing. However, that's more than 30 minutes, so no point in trying to queue for that. So instead, we are going to continue with the main scenario. I've got like half an hour left before I need to wrap up things and head to bed so I can be well rested for work. could go to bed now and just call it, but nah. It's just a solo duty. I can make more progress into the main scenario and then do another side quest or whatever afterward. Yeah, we'll unlock the next dungeon. Tertium? Fine. Julius and his people have weathered far worse. Let's make haste for the snowcraft where our friends and the engineers should be. Get their position, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of the Void Sent. If it comes to it, prepare for battle. I'm ready, don't you worry. How about you, Sparks? Play sequence, required, yeah. The item level will be synced down to 630 if we're above that, but we're not. We're barely approaching 600. I hope they'll be okay.
Report.
Ooh.
Lost contact. When? Void Sent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once. A unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch. But be ready to answer my call.
If it was Void Sent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
Oof, determination. That's her. God damn it, I'm gonna help
pay
them.
you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
What? No! I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
You're not asking. She's
I'm
offering.
far better suited to dealing with Void Sent. It makes sense. Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
Do, 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 do. Oh, there's the Void Sent.
Damn these demons!
Are you gonna get to play as
Return to
Zero
the
for a
camp.
bit?
Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kindred, why do you interfere? Ah, of course. You sold your soul to feed.
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine.
Ha! Well, here we go.
A deal is a deal. I cannot let you pass.
Aha.
Still more.
Damn. The ground burns with life, right for the harvest. Doing okay. Such insolence, I will not be denied.
Not good.
And now you're mine.
I can't.
Oh. Okay. She nearly went down.
How?
I misjudged my steps for the explosive attacks.
How
Oh,
big must the gate be for their light to come through?
that one must be powerful.
Is this it then?
Nope.
Just like that time.
Oh, she's remembering something.
When light still shone upon the world. When the Contra Memoria still raged.
It's probably an alternate cutscene if you manage to win. Oh. It's a younger Zero.
Stand aside if you value your life.
We're only after women and wine. Darkness can take the rest.
Jesus. Ooh, she
You're
was a
not
paladin
taking
at
another
one
step
point.
towards that village.
Stupid girl. You were warned.
God damn it. corrupted themselves with darkness. Was outnumbered and yet still kept fighting.
And now we can get back to our business.
God damn it.
Get up, damn you! Too weak. I need help.
Ooh.
Someone, please. The same mistakes, the same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done?
Zero. You poor baby.
What? Who?
Probably Julius or us. Yep, it's us.
You. What are you doing here?
Y'shtola and Estinian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Wow. Good thing his healing works. Though I always say that is terrible out this weather. You're not finished yet, Zero. Let's fight together. I love every time she tips her hat like that. Basically going, fine.
I will let it burn. This fire in my breast. Let it burn and rage and guide.
Yay. Here we go. I remember facing a void sent like that one in the middle in a alliance raid. So I know what she means by ones like that.
Thank goodness we're not too late. Can you still fight?
Yes, more mortals come to slaughter. Those ones first.
Just warming up!
My strength is spent.
get through this together.
Yep, we sure will.
Click up.
Stay sharp.
Watch out!
Everyone all right?
Not finished yet.
Nope. I'll enjoy drawing your you're watching as the light dims in your eyes.
Weather this together.
Yep. Love this barrier.
I will repay this debt.
Resistance is futile, huh? Yeah, I think you'll find that it's not. You're halfway towards death, mate. Ashes field. Oh shit.
This has gone on long enough. I will finish. Now!
Ooh, she's using the end.
Let's buy us some time.
Yo, you guys could help me. I can only do so much after all. Oh shit. Well done, Zero. Why won't you die? Because I said fuck you. shouldn't even be able to get into this world. And here you are, for your definite defiance of the rules of traveling between worlds. There we go. Duty complete.
You did well to find me out here.
Yeah, well, that's what we do.
We have Euless to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
Mm-hmm. There would have been more casualties if not for you.
No. If it was not for you and the others, I...
Oh.
Well, let's not fuss over details. We should return to Tertium. Can you make it that far?
Yeah, I think she can.
I think so.
Zero, are you all right?
Yeah, she's fine.
Well enough. No void scent struck here, did they?
Nah,
No.
didn't get a chance.
And there weren't any more casualties, thanks to you.
Oh. What are you doing?
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
Ah! Think she could do with it. Yeah, let's bring her some food. She clearly needs the rest. And the ether noms. Zero's convalescence aboard the train. Euless has already given her something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. You gotta wonder though, what possessed her to go and fight all those voids on her own? Not that I know the going rate for such things, but I doubt one booze would suffice. I think someone has been a bad influence on her. Why would you ever think such a thing? I'm just joking. Or am I? In any case, many people owe her their lives. Be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. Yay. As Elise said, many people owe Zero their lives. This is not her world, nor her battle to fight. Yet she risks her life and limb for us nonetheless. That will not be soon forgotten. Now then, I expect that our friends will return soon. Once everyone is gathered, we can take stock of the situation. Apologies for the delay. I finished replenishing my ether. Full glad am I to hear it. Must thank you again, Zero. Indeed, many are still alive because of you, those soldiers not least of all. How fared you? Better than I did by all accounts. We had to contend with our fair share of voids en route to the snowcraft, but we had the benefit of numbers. With their help, we quickly dispatched all the void scent that came our way. Thankfully, they stayed dead in our world. We're trying to decide what to do next when we receive word about the transport, which is how Alice, Sparks, and I came to find you. While the immediate threat has been addressed, we cannot rest easy yet. Void sent to appear in such numbers, we must assume that a void gate has indeed been opened nearby, meaning more of them can come through at their leisure. It seems the best course of action is to investigate Lapis Manalis, as you intend. What is the state of the snowcraft? Nearly operational, I believe. Vitra is with the engineer, who is hard at work as we speak. Why don't we join them in Cerulean Ingots? Finally, a chance to go on the offensive. I would join you as well. I wouldn't dream of refusing you, but what did you have in mind for payment? Payment won't be necessary. I will do this because I want to. You have kindled something within me. A compulsion, a desire to act that has been burning since you came to my aid out in the snow. I don't understand it, but I wish to. To that end, I will heed it. Then perhaps I'll understand your answer. Very good. I would also like to join you in tracing the void sent to their origin, though that would mean neglecting my duties here. Don't worry about us. Between my people and the contingent, we can keep things running with... I clicked before I was finished reading. God damn it! Take care, Zero. That was an accident as well. I didn't use my index, which is what I normally use for clicking things. My middle finger, which is sitting on the right click, twitched. So, ah well. It matters a little in the end. I think I need to set up my controller though for conversations and such, and set it up based on the usual control scheme. I'll just have to figure that out later though. Look at what the default control scheme is and map the rest around it. I think I might be better with the controller in this game, though I don't know. Guess it depends on how the setup works. Spirited Engineer. Oh, there you are. Your timing could be better. Thanks to Varshan's help, I've managed to finish the repairs faster than I anticipated. The mammoth's ready for the snow once more. You can leave the piling to me too. It'd be my pleasure to get you to where you need to go. You are too kind. Thank you. Let's be on our way then, shall we? And that is Lapis Manalis unlocked. Let's see what the level requirement is for it. We could do it, but looking at the time, I think it's best we wrap up things there for now and queue for it in the morning. So for now, gonna return to old Charlie and for me log out. Still, we made a lot of progress and I'm happy with where we are. So I look forward to being able to continue this next time when we'll be, well, continuing with the main story first and foremost. I'll be changing the title. I'll keep this one for this episode because we really did delve into the depths of darkness and pandemonium. And well, that is something. Although at the same time, yeah, I'll definitely update it. I think it's for the best, so yeah. I look forward to continuing things in the morning. If I get up early enough, which I hope to, I will continue streaming before I head to work. And then Monday I'll be busy, so after that we'll be back on Tuesday. So either I'll be back in the morning, or failing that, I will see everyone on Tuesday. So until next time, as always, I've been Sparks, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!